my vanity up and through her, and y'all already probably saw the title, but just in case you didn't see the title, we do another battle of the brands today. Now, y'all know I have been on the hunt for a really good creaseless under eye concealer. Concealer period, but specifically because my under eye area, okay, creases up like a mofo when I typically use under eye concealers. The one that I have been using as of late, before purchasing these products, is the Studio Finish by MAC, and I'm in NW45, just in case you guys are wondering. And I've actually showed you how I apply this in my latest updated foundation routine video, so if you haven't checked that out, definitely link that down below. The thing that I'm not a big fan of with the Studio Finish concealer is the fact that under my eye, you'll already see I've got dark circles under my eye, but on top of that, my under eye area, it creases when I wear that particular product. So my journey has been to find a creaseless under eye concealer, or at least one that can handle being on my eyes for a while and not creasing up as much. Now I already know I have these lines under my eyes. Y'all know I be smiling all kinds of which ways, okay? So this is gonna be a serious battle. One of the products I have just started recently using, and the other one I ain't never used before, okay? So you guys are gonna check this out for the very first time. The products we're gonna be using today is the Tarte Maracuja, y'all look, Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, okay? And that's the first one right here. Second one is going to be a MAC product, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and it is an NW45. We will put one concealer under one eye and one concealer under the other, and we will rock this product all daggone day, okay? And then after several hours, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the finished product, how it worked throughout the day, let you know if I had to reapply or do anything or whatever the case. Y'all know how these are. I am literally going to use one brush per product. We're going to put one on each eye. The one thing that I have learned as of late, to use a primer under my eye, and typically I don't put primers on when I'm trying to test out products. However, this is how I personally would actually apply this product, because a lot of people have been telling me primers do very well under the eye for concealer. So today we're going to prime them just to see how this works. We're going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply that both right under here, and then we're going to go ahead and put the concealers on. Let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and primed my eyes. I primed underneath my eyes here as well as on my eyelids, because I do put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids as well, just to kind of cancel out that grayness. First one we're going to get started with is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer right there. Bam! The color is deep. Bam! And we're going to go ahead and put that here on my left eye. Let me show you the consistency of the product so you guys can see it. I'm using a little pan right here, and that's it right there, okay? It's a much thicker consistency than expected. It's also got a little bit less of a red undertone. Typically, I use things with red undertone in it, so I'm just kind of showing to you guys so you guys can see. We're gonna go ahead and dip this bad boy up and through here. Yeah, it doesn't have as much red as I'm accustomed to, but we're gonna go ahead and use this mirror here next to me. Ooh, I might have put a little bit too much, but we'll fix that. Ooh, child. Ooh. And I'm being gentle with my eyes, although you might think it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not. It is thicker in consistency than the other matte concealer that I'm going to use next. So you will notice that. Y'all, I don't get, ooh, okay. If anybody knows me, if y'all been following me for a while, or you may not notice, I don't like really bright under eye concealers at all. I'm not a big fan of the whole brightness under the eye thing. So this might be one of those things that you use if that's what you want. I'm not a fan of that. Here's what it looks like, okay? So I did as much with it as I possibly could. The one thing I can tell you, it is very, very sticky, okay? It kind of has the consistency of the Studio Finish. It's really thick and really sticky. It's almost like you almost can't use this to really blend it in. I had to start to use my finger. And again, this is just first impression. So this is what it looks like. The next one, which is the Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in NW45. So here it is. That's the consistency right there of that product. A lot more liquefied, as you guys can see. Now, so far since I've been using this product, I've really liked it. And I like it a lot better than the Studio Finish concealer that I've been using. So I can tell you that. Now, you guys can already tell, this more matches my skin tone. This is one of the best concealer brushes out there, by the way, by e.l.f. And it's cheap. Cheap.com. $3. This is the Pro Longwear right here. That's what it looks like. Very, very good color for my skin tone. We're gonna do just like this, y'all can see, okay? I don't know what they mean by deep, as in deep. Y'all know not everybody's deeps are deep. I need them to go a little deeper with this color, just off tops. This ain't deep. Look, from what I saw, this is the deepest color they have, but it might have been just in the store that I went to. We're gonna try it out. First impression on this one, and so far I have enjoyed this one, but I wanna get your viewpoints on how it works, okay? I set both of the under eye concealers, okay? I was able to kind of blend it out a little bit differently. I used my Makeup Forever Dual Matte Powder in 218. You guys know this is defunct right now, but they have another type, and I will be using that at some point. Let me know if you guys want me to do a battle of the brands with that particular product, the new one that's come out by Makeup Forever. But anyway, here it is. So it is definitely lighter on this side, but I was able to kind of blend it in a little bit. Here's the finished product. This is what my face looks like with both concealers on my eyes, and trying out a new lipstick that I haven't tried out yet. It kind of matches my nails a little bit. Okay, and if you guys are wondering, this is Sweet Nectar 01 by Milani. It's the new color statement lip gloss or lipsticks that I have been loving. This is what it looks like, okay? So you guys can see it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and rock this for a while, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see what this looks like when it's all said and done. I'll be back and we're gonna see what it looks like at the end of the day. Alright y'all, I'm back. You already know I've been rocking this under eye concealer on both my eyes for the last forever. I've been rocking this all day. It's after 9 o'clock in the PM, okay? You guys already know the Maracuja is on my left, right here. I'm gonna come closer so y'all can see it. If y'all see any eye boogers, it's whatever. Don't mind the mascara because that's not what we talking about. Here we go. Boom. And then we also have the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and that's on my right eye. Okay? And I'll take it away so you guys can see both sides. Okay? Honestly, and let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys see a difference between the two as far as the lasting power. It actually lasted on both sides very, very well, okay? A couple of quick observations I can tell you. You already know I have I have crease, you know, I have wrinkles under my eyes. It is what it is. So you're going to see that. I mean, it's not meant to just let the wrinkles just fade away. But what I do notice is that neither one of these two products, they don't settle in the lines of my eyes. And that's really the big thing that I wanted to test out with those two products, because you guys already know I use Ruby Kisses 3D Face Creator, or I use Studio Finish in NW45 by MAC. And both of those products, they do crease up on me. They have a tendency to crease up, especially the Studio Finish by MAC, okay? So the thing that I was looking for was to see and make sure that it doesn't settle in lines and wrinkles. And as you guys can see, it really isn't that bad. I personally, my preference, if I had to pick between the two, I would personally prefer the Pro Longwear. This has been my favorite thus far, and I like the color. Of course, it comes in my shade, NW45. I feel like it just has a better finish. I'm not a big fan of the tackiness and the stickiness of the Maracuja, although if that's what you prefer, that's great, but it kind of reminds me very much of Studio Finish, just tackier. It's very, very sticky, and you almost have to work it in with something more like a sponge maybe, or a blender, you know, a blender sponge, or your fingers, versus using a brush, okay? That's just my impression. Again, this is first impression, especially for this one, because I just used it for the first time today. If you're looking for more of a highlight, that would definitely be for this. Y'all know that the only color I could find as far as the dark shades, the darkest color I could find was deep. That don't mean it ain't available online and any darker than deep. But if this is as deep as they go, then if you look like me or any darker, you SOL, okay? So just kind of consider this more of a highlight per se, but you know, honestly, I don't have problems with either one of these two. I have lines, I'm always gonna have them, but it's not like the product is settling in my lines like the other products that I've mentioned do. So far so good, but like I said, my personal preference would definitely be, and I think just even looking at the viewfinder here, I think my personal preference is definitely the Pro Longwear, which is what you're gonna see on the right side. But let me know. I mean, I may be tripping. I may think it looks better just from the viewfinder, and y'all see something completely different because it looks different on screen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you guys have used either one of these two products, certainly leave comments down below. Let me know if you have a preference, if you tried both. I've heard a lot of really great things about this Tarte Creaseless concealer, and a lot of great things actually about the Pro Longwear, which is why I decided to do this battle, because I have been, like I said, on a hunt for something that works out for people who have the fine lines in areas. But as far as the eyelids and that kind of thing, I mean, so far the finish for both is great. So that's my Thug Thizzle. Let me know down below if there's a preference between the two, if you guys can see an obvious difference. But so far, honestly, the lasting power has been great. I literally have had this on my face. I've had this on my face, whatever I just said, you know, I done effed up that. I've had it on my face literally all day, from late morning all the way till after 9 p.m. So the lasting power has been great. It hasn't settled. I like it. I really like both a lot. My preference is definitely MAC. So anyway, that's it for me. If there are any other battles you guys want me to do, please make sure to leave them down below. I love getting your feedback, your suggestions. You guys know I check up on all the comments you guys send my way, and I definitely take heed to the recommendations you guys send. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next as far as a battle of the brands or whatever. I've linked all the other battle of the brands that I've done down below, so definitely make sure to check it out, as well as my updated foundation routine video. And that's about it. As always, follow me on Twitter. I can't talk today. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page or Pinterest. Both of those links are down below, as well as my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com. And of course, Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram at SocialiteSandy, and I will holla at y'all later. I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Hey, it's gonna be Revlon and it's gonna be CoverGirl, okay? Bam, okay?